don't say click through anymore, do you?
I say click the top link.
Oh, yeah.
What's the word?
Does that make sense? Click the top link? You say click the top link?
Because there's 2 videos.
And then I say, and to find out where the
mythicality is going to land.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, I think so.
Doesn't seem like I'm questioning everything now.
Yeah, I noticed that. Like something happened when you tasted.
Just say it as a sentence. Click the
top link to watch us talk about whether or not we should be saying click the top link.
And to find out where the Wheel of Mythicality is going to land.
Yeah, because the click takes you to the same thing. It's a place where you see what we're going to do, and you also find out where the Wheel of Mythicality is going to land.
It's one video.
It's one video.
And this is it.
Yeah, right. It's called Good Mythical MORE.
And they did click on it.
Yeah.
Like.
Right. Yeah, they clicked on it.
Welcome to Good Mythical MORE. Thanks for clicking, or however you got here. Some people get here,
Just
and
automatically.
they didn't even watch the episode.
Welcome to you.
And we don't. That's fine with us.
We don't care.
Whatever you just as long as you watch us, we don't care.
As long as you're here.
What order? Just don't overthink it.
One of the things that we do is we spin the wheel, and then you click through the top link to see where the wheel lands.
Because you really you got to know.
Yeah. And
you just can't not know.
Usually what we do is Link will say, all right, here's what we're going to do in this episode, which he's going to do that right now.
Welcome to Good Mythical MORE. We are going to hear some scenarios and then figure out what is the best gift to give to someone in that situation.
And then I say, but first, and I usually tap. I've been doing that for quite some time. Been tapping it. I mean, I didn't do that for the longest time. I didn't do that. Then I started, and now I feel committed to it. And then
it's your thing.
And then I read what's on there. And this is each piece of the wheel, each section has something written on it, and it's a different prompt for us to do something.
It indicates what we're going to do, and then you'll pull it off.
Yeah.
And
then I read something on the back, but I try to make it seem like I'm just thinking it.
Right, and I make it seem like I'm just waiting for him to say it.
And this particular category is called What's the Word? We came up with this because we were like, wouldn't it be cool if when you land, you can learn a new word? I mean, there are some apps out there. Are you seeing these apps like the Word a Day app? Where the whole idea is to learn a new word every day.
Seems like a local news
And if you live long enough, you'll learn all the words.
All of them.
Yeah. So if you don't have that app, if you watch this show long enough, you'll learn all the words. I usually don't read everything that's on the back of the card. I've summarized it, but just for your benefit.
Show him the back. And the thing that you don't see is that there's a pocket.
There's a pocket back here.
And that slides in and out because it has to change over time.
Yeah. So because it's dynamic.
Once he reads that, he'll never read it again.
And one time I did have a dream where this happened, and I reached back here and I pulled this out and I revealed this and I read it and I felt so embarrassed.
Really?
Yeah.
You're insecure about
people
knowing that this isn't coming from your brain. You're mindlessly reading the back.
It was more of a nightmare than a dream.
This is an uglier side. This is, we don't get, we get the ugly side. You get the pretty side.
Yeah, stick with the pretty side. I will say, this is the most boring of all the sections because it's just white. I mean, we've got sparkly green, we've got sparkly blue, we got sparkly, just sparkle, and then we've got regular green and regular blue.
Right.
And then there's a logo in the middle.
I could be wrong, but I think that this blue and this blue are all different
They're
shades
all different,
of blue.
but you're not supposed to, you weren't supposed to see
These
that.
are not the same shade of blue.
Yeah, Morgan just said, yep, that's right. He said he did that on purpose.
But the greens are all the same shade of green except for this one.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
And before, if you'll remember, this represents an evolution of the show. In the distant past, it was handwritten on there.
Yeah, right. With marker.
It's been through a number of iterations.
With a dry erase marker.
We're fine. We're good with this.
Yeah, but we do every season. We question it.
Yep.
Yeah, we ask questions about it.
But then we go through
Should
it.
it
We're
be
like,
here?
You know what?
I guess it has to be here.
Everything is.
Should we change what it means?
Everything happens for a reason.
Should we change when it spins? Should we change when it's over?
Maybe.
It's just stuff to think about. We want to expand your vocabulary because this is an educational show. I've never read this. I've never read this. We want to expand your vocabulary because this is an educational show.
Oh wow, I've never heard you read that.
I haven't even captured the essence of this.
I thought it was pointless, but now that I'm hearing it, you should have been reading it.
By getting a word and guessing randomly at its definition. Good. This is mind-blowing. Today's word is pogonology.
What?
Pogonology.
P-O-G-O. Pogonology.
So this would be the study of, right? Pogons.
Pogo sticks.
This is the study of pogons.
What is a pogon? Pogon.
A pogon. Pogon.
I think it's a study of illiterate pagans.
Study of illiterate pagans. I can't come up with anything better than that. Let's see. A written description of a beard? What? Wow. Okay, I need a pogonology.
I don't believe that.
I need a pogonology right now, Link.
Well, I don't have anything to write with.
Well, just say what you might write.
That's not a pogonology.
Okay. And then when we're done with that, I do this. And this is also something that I used to not do.
And I said you didn't do it. I was like, why are you doing that?
For a long time, we left it in. And then I started pushing it out. And then it took Link several weeks, if not a couple of months, to realize I was doing that.
And I was like, why are you pushing that out?
Hey, guys.
Let's hear the first scenario.
Well, they're not really scenarios per se. They're like people or beings that you might give a gift to. But also, to be clear, they're not your specific people. So like the first one says your mother-in-law who you haven't called in over a year. Now, I'm not accusing you of not having called your mother-in-law.
I called my mother-in-law on her birthday in October. How many of y'all call your mother-in-laws on their birthday? You call your mother-in-law on her birthday?
It depends on the year.
I was proud of myself.
So this is someone's mother-in-law who they haven't called in over a year.
And we're giving them advice.
And yeah,
if you haven't called your mother-in-law in over a year,
we're giving them a gift.
We're giving them advice on what to give their mother-in-law.
Correct.
Well, definitely not something that would then make her need to talk to you. You know what I'm saying? Like it needs to be
like not a phone.
It's like a peace offering. It's like, so we will not speak for another year. What says that?
I think office supplies. Like
I think a single dove. Just a single dove.
What am I supposed to do with a dove? She asks. What do you think?
She would probably call you. What am I supposed to do with this dove? Yeah.
I'd be like Post-it notes, a couple of mechanical pencils, maybe a set of Sharpies, just something that she didn't realize she needed. A stapler.
Well, Stevie's parents sent her live lobsters one year.
Oh, that's a sore subject.
And she didn't know what to do with them. Do you think she would know what to do with a dove?
No,
because I think you're supposed to do different things with them.
Let's hear another one. I think I got.
Okay, now again, I want to say this is not your wife.
Okay.
But what I'm reading right now, it says your wife, who you suspect has been cheating on you with your best friend, and I want to say it's not your best friend or your wife.
That's close to home.
In this,
it's real close to home.
What do you mean? Because you have a wife and a best friend?
Yeah, right. That's the only reason I'm saying it.
And we do live close to your home.
We do, right? Yeah. I mean, theoretically.
What do you give to your wife when
one of us could sneak over to the other's home because we live close enough? We're probably going unnoticed.
Distance between homes actually has nothing to do with it. It's like the longer it takes me to get to your home, it doesn't make me louder when I get there and I'm sneaking around.
No, if you
I'm
close,
just as quiet.
No, but because you have to be gone and not be your wife can't know that you're gone, and my wife, I can't know that you're at my house. That's a scenario that I'm playing out right now, not the opposite. The amount of travel time is limited, which makes the window of time that you need to cover shorter. I mean, in the 50s.
Get her an air fryer.
In the 50s, Don Draper could just be gone for like a weekend. You can't do that anymore. There's cell phones. So you got to live close to the person you're cheating with.
Man, I feel for you. If you think your partner's cheating on you and you still got to get him a gift.
Yeah,
I would advise not getting anybody an air fryer because I thought that was a really good gift and I gave it to my mom and apparently it's a really bad gift.
She told you, huh?
I mean, passive aggressively, repeatedly since I gifted it to her. Yes.
This year she doesn't get a gift. That's how it works.
Well, that's because she's putting lobsters in there, Stevie. You can't just put live lobsters in the air fryer. And first of all, it's cruel. And second of all, they don't taste as good.
Oh my God, that brings up so many horrible memories for me.
If it makes you feel any better, my dad has this thing where he cannot not say what he thinks of a gift that he's been given.
Ooh,
Like
I
the
love
moment he opens,
this.
like, well, I don't know how you pictured me wearing this. It's like he says it with a smile on his face. It's like I don't know what this is or how you expect me to use it. You know, it's like that's why he's just whatever he.
You should get him a bunch of crazy things and film him opening them. I mean, that's a YouTube channel right there. Unboxing with Charles.
Chaz boxing. Let's hear another one.
Okay, this again. I want to be clear.
Yeah,
This is hypothetical.
Not,
This is not your mythical crew, but your entire mythical crew, who are pretty awesome and cool and work really hard and stuff.
What did they do?
that's it? Get them a gift?
Yeah, there's a period.
Oh, what are we gonna?
They don't have their periods. I mean, some of them do. Right. I mean, right now.
I remember one year we gave every mythical employee a Beats pill. You remember that?
We did.
Yeah. I still.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, we had there might have been 6 employees. I mean, I still have mine. I have 2. Ben, you were here. You still got your Beats pill?
I just got rid of it when I moved.
You just got rid of it. It's a pill. How hard is it to move with you?
He swallowed it.
Technology's come a long way since the Beats.
You could get a bigger.
It's not that original.
I have
pill.
2, and I take them camping
You put
because it's
one on
like
each side
because
of
I
your
don't
head?
care that much about it. And then if one loses charge, I got a second one, and they use the same charger. I don't know how I got 2. I think I have yours.
I'm about to say I don't have mine.
Stevie, do you still have your Beats pill?
I don't think so.
You don't even remember getting it?
I do, but I don't remember
It was
where
like
it
the
is.
hot gift that year.
Well, this is our way of saying.
Morgan, do you still have the Beats pill?
One more time. That was.
Before your time? Seriously?
That was early, yeah. Well, this is all our way
There's
of
no one
saying
else in
that
there.
for this Christmas
it.
and Hanukkah, everyone is getting a Beats pill. But it's
Well, 2 of you at random, Will, because there's only 2.
the original Beats pill. We eBayed a bunch of them.
You know what you should get? You should get a neon face mask.
Yeah, that's
mythical themed. Mythical in neon face mask available at mythical.com.
Uh-huh.
You want a new face mask? You can give it. It's a good stocking stuffer. Stock your stuffings. Stuff your stocking.
You could get more than one and fit it in.
Give us another one. We're
Okay, I want to be clear. This is not
About-
your
right.
family of possums
Okay.
that every time you walk by, they say, "But sir, I'm so cold."
Wow.
Family of possums.
Here's the thing. Possums are dishonest by nature.
You shut your possum mouth.
Well, here's the thing. I mean, I think I've talked about this before, but I'll talk about it again. Possums, they make a really crazy hissing noise. They got sharp little teeth, super scary, but they are almost always completely docile. And if you see a possum at night and it goes, hisses and opens its mouth, you can go up to that possum and put your bare hand in the possum's open mouth, and it will just go. It will not bite down on you. I'm not making this up.
Can somebody make a compilation of every time Rhett has told that story in the exact
He's
same
obsessed
way
with
on
it.
the show, please?
He's obsessed with it. I mean, you brought up possums. You knew he was going
Hey,
to do it.
if you bring up possums, I tell you my possum advice.
Well,
You're possum
specifically, I'm not talking about the possum in that video.
Well, here's the thing.
I'm
about
just
possums.
hypothetically.
They're liars, so they're not cold. I'm getting them nothing. They're very warm, actually.
Get my air fryer.
Yep.
Okay. This one is the hotel housekeeper after you left a dookie in the sheets. This is what this says. This is what this line says.
After you left
A dookie
yes.
in the sheets.
Now, did you leave a dookie in the sheets on accident or on purpose? Because that
Whoops,
determines
left a
every-
duty in the sheets. Whoops, slipped out, left a duty in the
Because
sheets.
listen, if you've had a crazy night and you've
Yeah,
lost control of your bowels, you could leave a dookie in the sheets on accident. And at that point, you should probably just leave. Don't tell anyone.
I think therein lies the gift. The dookie in the sheets is the gift.
I think you got to take the sheets with you. Is the gift. The gift is there are no sheets on the bed anymore.
The gift is I took the dookie in the sheets with me.
If you take the sheets off of a bed, a hotel bed, they're not going to say anything. It's technically stealing, but they're not going to say anything. They're going to be like, somebody else took the sheets.
You can
Like
have a reselling ring.
I know people who take towels from hotels. Just take the towels.
Don't look at me, man.
They're just like,
Who do you know?
I met someone at one point who took towels from hotels.
I'm taking one towel. Okay. Taking towels. I'm a towel taker.
I think they would take a towel. Be like, they will definitely lose count. I'll take this nice towel.
Is it? I mean, if there's a dookie cradled in it, then I'm cool with it. But
No,
if-
the
if
dookie's
someone-
not in the towel. If you dookie in a towel, you leave that. If you dookie in the sheets, you take that.
I wouldn't feel nearly as guilty leaving a dookie in a towel as in the sheets because that's quite a surprise.
Because you're right next to the toilet anyway. Dookie getting on toilets, Dookie getting on towels is something that it probably happens a lot more than anybody realizes.
What's the thread count of these sheets?
600 maybe.
Let me go back to the line that I read. That let me see if there's any additional
The
information.
higher the thread count, the more it holds the dookie
Right.
securely, and you can get out to your car without being smelled.
No, it just says the hotel housekeeper after you left a dookie in the sheets. Period.
You got to get her something big as an apology.
Okay, this one, this is just an impossibility. The driver who showed up at the same parking spot as you on a busy LA street but let you have it. What? Who's that? Who does that? Who's encountered that?
It's really tough.
Nobody.
It's really tough to get in contact with that person because they will move on to the next available. I can't remember the last time I had to go somewhere and fight for a parking space. That's one of the blessings of 2020. I haven't had to fight for parking. I forgot what that's about.
When we went to Joshua Tree, I had to fight for a parking space.
Really?
Yep.
Did you win?
Yeah, I went for it, and then I did the back end, and the person behind me thought I was gone, but I was just going forward to back in. Did I have a blinker on? I don't know. I'm in a national freaking park.
Have I told this story on more? Make a compilation if I have. I think after it probably was our OCD shoot. Remember we went pretty late, and the neighborhood I lived in, there's zero parking, just zero parking. And I had been circling looking for parking, and this was really late, 1 a.m. at this point, because we were shooting down in the OC, I think. And I came upon a parking spot, and I pulled in front of it to back into it, and someone came from behind and snaked into the parking spot.
Oh no.
And of course I lost it at the person, but I didn't. I mean, I wasn't gonna ram my
In
car
your
into
car?
them.
Or did you get out of the car?
No, I found another parking spot, but then I came into my house, and I was at that point 4 hours late for a small gathering that I had planned, thinking that we were going to actually wrap on time.
I remember this.
And then I walked into the room and then just burst into tears and had to be sequestered in the back of the apartment because, boy, was that a hard day.
Did you make a dookie in the sheets?
I made a dookie in the sheets. And you know what?
went in my room and
After I
made
made a dookie in the sheets, I felt so much better.
When you've had a bad day,
You just make a
dookie in the sheets and everything will be okay.
Protect yourself and others around you with our mythical neon face masks, available now at mythical.com.